Okay, if you have a yoga block and if you have a handstand of some sort, you should try this drill. It's going to really help your balance. It's going to take you down another route in terms of the sort of sideways movement instead of just the forward and backwards of the 2-arm handstand. And in my normal style, I'm just going to cut the fluff and get straight to the fun. So grab yourselves a yoga block. Ideally, it'll be a harder yoga block and not one of those really foamy, soft ones. You could use a handstand block or basically just a square piece of wood. Actually, that's a rectangle. So hold the block in some way. With this one, I would just wrap the thumb and the little finger around. I wouldn't wrap fingers around the top, but that's up to you. And then just attempt a handstand of one hand on the block, one hand on the floor. It could be there. It could be here up against the wall if you need to. But with the goal, just finding a balanced position. Now that could be in a straight handstand with legs together. It could be in a straddle. It doesn't really matter. You just want to feel that you can move around and you have some sort of control there. In some ways, it's slightly easier because I can hold onto the block and pull myself around. Next, we want to start thinking about some sideways movement. So I can go left and right and just play around with that. Now you'll notice as I go left and right, there's going to be a little bit of weight transfer. So what we're aiming for here is a little bit of weight transfer to the hand that's on the floor. So this one on the block becomes to become a little bit lighter. Now I'm purposely not showing polished like one arm technique. This is more fun at the moment instead of a one arm handstand drill. Once I'm comfortable with that, I'm going to hang out in this position. So I have now more weight in that right hand than I have in the left hand. And this one can start to move a little bit. If that's the case, I'm just going to see if I can slide it out the way and place the hand back down. So that's the first goal. Just see if you can slide that out the way and get back to your 2-arm handstand. It could be against the wall, same thing. Just with the hand placement, when you move the block, try and place your hands down into the same place. So if I'm handstanding like this, I want to try and move the block and place the hand where the block was, as opposed to something like that. Also be careful that you don't throw it too far because that will catapult you off to the side and you're more likely to do a cartwheel. Now, ideally have that on both sides with some sort of control, and then we can step it up to the next level. So now we have 2 blocks. Exactly the same process, but now we have hands on both blocks like that. Play around with some sideways movement, whatever the shape is. Straddle is seen to be the easiest, but obviously depends on your flexibility and your control in the handstand. Now the big one when you're going side to side here is we don't want the shoulder to pop out to the side. So I'm not trying to get this right shoulder to go to the right. I'm actually going, when I go over to that side, I'm trying to push the shoulder in a little bit towards the middle so I don't cartwheel out. Same when I go this way, I'm pushing the left shoulder in. Okay, then we can add the pauses again. When we feel ready, we can slide that one out the way, show control on that one. Now we're at that first position, slide that one out the way and come back again. Now obviously that's a big step up, or a step down actually. And like I say, you could really work on technique and make it a lot more polished if you're working towards a 1-arm handstand. Now the 1-arm handstand does take like 18 months, 2 years to get even close to it. So today I wanted to make this more about a fun drill to play with as opposed to a drill that's going to take you to the 1-arm handstand. If you do want to go to the 1-arm handstand, I've got other videos on that and I'll link them up here. But just have fun with this one and let me know how you go down in the comments. Speak to you soon. Cheers, guys.